Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's good, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P, back again for another video. Now, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. All right, guys, we are back once again. And of course, if you have already been subscribed to my channel for some time, you already know that I announced this maybe like a week ago or so, that Halle Bailey and DDG have come to an agreement, and it's all good now. I told you that they was cool. I told you that, you know, both of them pretty much were drained from spending so much money on lawyers and court fees and everything. And it was just something that, you know, being that it's a place of something that happened a while back, they have a child. No matter what happened, they still have to take care of this child and put the child first, regardless of what happened. And I know a lot of people have been in my comments about she hopes Halle doesn't drop the case and all this stuff, but I told y'all it was bound to happen, because it's not only DDG spending his money, Halle spending her money as well. And also Halle couldn't post Halo, you know what I'm saying, on social media as well, along with DDG. So, you know, you got all these holidays coming up. You know, Halle wants to post a matching pajama set with Halo and her and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. And of course DDG want to post, you know, Halo. So it was kind of like a handicap for both of them, and they causing it on themselves, you know what I mean. So Halle threw the case out. But of course, the main reason Halle threw it out is because I told you she just wanted DDG to apologize publicly for what, you know, she accused him of. And on 17 More Years, on the song he dropped, he pretty much apologize, say that, yo, we should forget about these lawyers that's ripping us off, this court stuff that's costing so much money, when we can just talk to each other. Like, I can't even text you no more. I used to be able to call your phone, text you, see how Halo's doing, but now I got to talk to you through the mail. And like I say, Halle Bailey could no longer post Halo as well. You know, that was something that backfired on her. She can't even post her own kid, and she's the person that got this whole restraining order started, you know. And DDG had this restraining order, so he threw his out, she threw hers out. The case is dismissed, it's over with. So now, moving forward, DDG allegedly will be having Wednesdays with Halo and also certain weekends. So of course we got the next 3 holidays coming up, which is Halloween, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. I think Halloween is this Friday. So of course he'll either be with his dad or he'll be with his mom. Even though DDG has, you know, Wednesdays, he still got certain weekends. So it's pretty much he gonna have, you know, probably Halo this weekend, maybe next weekend, whichever one he wants, really. I guess, you know, that's really not a big deal, I don't think, to Halle, because she's gonna have Halo the majority of the time. So I don't think she's really stressing or tripping about that. And of course, I told you, once Halle Bailey got that album out and she's in a good space, and she wants positive energy, for positive vibes, for positive numbers to come back on that album. So she don't need to be beefing with people that can, you know what I'm saying, can be possible consumers to her product, which would be DDG fans. If her and DDG were still together, DDG supporters would have been listening to Halle's album and the sales would have been going up, instead of beefing with a whole, because DDG has millions and millions of fans. That could be her supporters as well. So splitting fan bases was a terrible idea. Having people hate DDG, having people hate Halle. Works both ways, because they both have millions of supporters. So by them coming together, kind of just brushing that old stuff under the rug and moving forward. Now, they do have Halle Bailey with an option if something like that ever happened again, with DDG, you know, allegedly place hands on her, or vice versa. If she put hands on DDG, then they can revisit these whole situations as far as restraining orders and court cases and all the other stuff. But we know DDG has common sense. DDG is a very intelligent person who will never, ever find himself in a situation like that with Halle ever again. Ever. Because first of all, they're not even together. They don't live together, so it'll never even be to that situation, you know what I'm saying, to that extent where DDG would be in a situation where it would be like that, because they're, like I said, they don't sleep together. It's pretty much drop Halo off, high and by. That's it. So everything's good. Long as both of them behave for the next 18 years, everything is gravy. And another thing as well, you guys got to remember. You got to remember how old Halo is turning. 2 years old, right? So what happens when kids turn 2? They get bad. They get real bad. Terrible twos is a real deal thing. So that means that, Halle, say she goes to bed, she's got her favorite Christian Louboutin high heels or whatever. She got them sitting up on the shelf, loving them to death. She just got them. All of a sudden, she wakes up in the middle of the night, go use the restroom, and somehow her heels are now in the toilet. Is there a ghost here? No, it's Halo. Terrible twos are for real. You'll find your important items in the bathroom in the middle of the night, and you don't know what happened. How did it get here? Because, see, a baby crawls, walks, then runs. Halo's running now. So that means he's all over the place. He's the silent assassin in that house. She's sleeping. She just bought some new stuff. That new stuff just happens to land in the bathtub or in the toilet. If she had a fluffy puppy, Halo would probably try to pick the puppy up and put him in the toilet and flush it. That's just what they do when they get to 2. Terrible twos is a real thing. So it's to the point where Allie's like, you know what? Yeah, let's end this case, and Daryl, come get your son. It's like, it's all good. Because this little boy is off the chain. Guaranteed. Driving her crazy. She's probably like trying to focus on maybe some new songs and get some new ideas. But every 5 seconds, she's like, hey, Halo, put that down. Hey, come here. Put that down. Sit down. And he's, no. That's what she's going through for sure. For sure, because Halo's a very, very smart kid. You see remember he went viral for a certain facial expression while he was with his dad on a little roller coaster thing in the mall. Remember that meme? Halo knows what he's doing. So think about him. Now him being almost 2 years of age, he really knows what he's doing. So he's going to terrorize that house all day and all night. It's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. Look at this picture. Look at Halo. Not knowing that he almost just tried to set your house on fire 30 minutes ago. Just what it is. Terrible twos is a real thing. So now that Halle, like I said, got the album out, she's in good spirits. She wants good energy around. She wants good vibes, positive God blessings, and everything else. She has to let the past go, especially after the man apologized publicly. After getting embarrassed publicly, he apologized first. He was like, yo, we got 17 more years. We still good. You can come. Nobody hates you. You can still come around. It's like, we both successful people. We need to be better parents for Halo. Like, this is terrible. Like, we both multimillionaires. We both made it out of, difficult circumstances growing up. I don't know if you guys know Halle Bailey's story before her fame. She went through a lot of craziness, allegedly with her father and stuff. So just Google that story if you are. Go back to some of my older videos, and you'll find out about that. And of course, DDG coming from the hoods of Pontiac. You know what I mean? If you look at some of his older videos, where it was him, Vaughn, and when T.O. was like a little baby, they was in the hood too. Fake Gucci belts, fake Hermes belts, and everything else. Shirt off, looking like Juvenile in the Hot Boys. You know what I mean? They all came from some type of poverty. Now they made it to be very successful and motivate other people to do what they do as well. Far as singing, far as social media, rapping, whatever. You know what I mean? They almost like young pioneers of the new generation. For real. Halle Bailey, of course, she had the Little Mermaid. The first black Little Mermaid ever. Was crazy. You know what I'm saying? For her to get that role was definitely a dope moment in history. A lot of people was, bigging her up. And it was just a great moment because everything was positive for Halle. Then the whole DDG came, Halo, and babies and pregnancies is just now, all the stuff that came out, during the case, text messages and all that. It just, I don't think it had to get to that level. You know what I'm saying? Because they both need to just kind of sit back and just be like, listen, there's a lot of people look up to us, a lot of kids. We are the leaders of this new generation, regardless of how people want to place it, saying they don't like DDG music and they don't like Halle because she's evil and all this other stuff. Forget all that. Look at what they do, you know what I mean, far as their career-wise. They're leaders. They can actually help you. If you ever meet like DDG and, and you have something going on, and he'll listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met DDG, super cool, laid back. It ain't a lot of like hoorah, nothing around. You just come up and you just talk to him like a human being. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a machine. and he may be able to help you. Like, this is one thing you guys don't understand. Going against these people when they can actually assist you, like if you got a business or you trying to do something and you come up on them, they're very nice. You know what I'm saying? Especially as far as DDG, you just be like, hey man, listen, I'm doing this movie, or I got this, product I'm trying to sell, man. What can I do to help you, for you to help me promote it? All you need to do is post it on his IG story or post it on his IG period. It's got like 4 million, 5 million followers or something like that, maybe 6 million. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. Same thing with Halle. They have a lot of people that would kind of like help you. They're support. If Halle's posting this out, this is the best hair product that I've ever tried in my life, you might be a millionaire overnight. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If everybody, all her subscribers bought your product and you're selling it like $10 a piece, it's over. Congratulations. You are very wealthy now. These people can help you out. That's why I say never go against the grain. A lot of people thought I hated Halle. Heck no. I support Halle. I like her album. You know what I'm saying? I support her for what she did with The Little Mermaid and everything else. Color Purple. I'm rocking with him. Same thing with DDG. He inspired me to do what I'm doing right now. To be honest with you, he's inspired a lot of other people. So as far as them bringing things together so Halo can have a better life, I salute it. Regardless of how we got two sides of things, as far as Halle versus DDG, or DDG squad versus Halle and her Little Mermaids, or whatever they call. It is what it is, guys. We got to bring it together. They cool, we cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Case is dismissed. Well, anyway, guys, I just want to, pop in and tell you guys and give you guys the official update. Like I said, I updated you guys about a week ago about this happening. It's official now, guys. It's on wax. Case has been dismissed. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, turn on your post notifications. And as always, folks, holla back at your boy. Peace.